One of my favourite lenses just got even better. Meet the new and improved 70-200 G Mark II. The original 70-200 f4 is one of my most used lenses. It helped me fall in love with compression, which is one of my favourite ways of adding scale into landscapes. Squashing everything together to add the extra oomph into photos that I just love. Some of my most favourite shots over the years have been shot at 70-200, and over many different cameras, trips, gear updates and projects, this is one lens that stuck with me through it all. As you can see, it's definitely got some pretty good use, so when I found out there was a new one coming out, you can bet I was excited. So here's the Mark II, and it takes everything I love from the original and just makes it even better. Smaller, lighter, faster, and even more versatile than ever. I've gotten a lot of good use with this over the past few weeks here in the Lofoten Islands, and here's a few of the things that have really sold this lens to me. I'm going to leave out all the technical jargon and sort of fine specifications. I'll drop a link in the description below, but I kind of figured you guys would just want some real honest opinions on how this performs. Probably one of the biggest selling points to me, and one of the most noticeable updates, is the reduced size and weight. It's now a lot smaller, taking up less room in your bag, and at just under 800 grams, it's now lighter and more manageable than ever. The lighter I can make my bag while still retaining a full range of focal distances, the better. And that's one of the reasons I love the original so much. Despite it having an aperture of f4, which admittedly can be a little bit limiting, especially in low light, I found it's the best option if you're trying to be conscious of weight when you're packing for long hikes or travel trips. This new one's actually only a little bit bigger and heavier than the 16-35 or 24-70. So if you're looking for the ultimate holy trinity for a lightweight hiking or travel setup, this is really worth checking out. For a little reference, that's been my go-to setup here the past few weeks, where we've been doing loads of hiking, giving me the full range of focal lengths all the way from 16 up to 400mm. And if those maths don't quite add up to you, wait till you hear this next feature. Yep, the 70-200 is now fully compatible with Sony's range of teleconverters. So for barely any extra weight, you can effectively double the focal length all the way up to 400mm. This again is so incredible if you're looking for a lightweight setup, but you still want all those options when you're out shooting. This is actually one of the things that I really wish was available in the old one, so now that it's here, I've been using it a ton on almost every single shoot just to really get the most out of every setting. An unexpected and really surprising feature of this is just how incredibly close the focal distance can be. If you switch it over to macro mode, you can then focus as close as 7.5 centimeters away, making an absolute beast for detailed shots. I've got a Sony 90mm macro, and I'll use that a lot for capturing those crispy product shots when I'm doing a commercial shoot, and also for any extra textures and minute details I come across. It does mean taking an extra lens in your bag with you though, and because of that, often I don't take it out hiking. So having it built into a telephoto like this is really, really valuable. Again, eliminating a need for another lens, but still meaning you can capture the shots you want. So I guess the obvious question is, will I be adding this to my camera bag? And to be honest, I don't think there's a better telephoto lens for the size, weight and price point of this. I'm not going to touch on pricing because that's something that does fluctuate and change over time. But if you're looking for an affordable and reliable telephoto lens, or if you're like me and you're looking for the lightest and most versatile setup, then this is something you really need to check out. So as much as it pains me to finally say goodbye to my trusty 70-200, I think it's finally time to move on.